video so late, guys. I filmed it like the 1st of November, but then for some reason, I didn't notice it while filming, but my camera was set really weird and it came out really weird, so I have to refilm it. So I know it's still early in the month. It's still the first week of November, but it feels late because I always put it out like on the 1st or even on like the 30th or the 31st of the last month. Yeah, refilming my October favorites now. So for some reason, this month feels like it's been forever. Not this month, but like October. It feels like it's been a really long month because the first book that I read, it feels like I read it like 3 months ago, but it was only a month ago. And it's The Elite by Kira Cass, the second book in the selection series. I really enjoyed the series. It's one of my favorites. It's a new favorite, and I wasn't even planning on reading the series at all because it was already over, the phase had passed, but then I read The Air during summer, and I was like, I like it, I want to read more of it, so, you know, I had to pick up this series. And speaking of this series, the second book that I read in October is The One by Kira Cass. So I finished the series, absolutely loved it. I gave 5 out of 5 stars to all these books because they're just so good. It's addicting. It's like The Bachelor. I don't even watch The Bachelor, and I don't want to either. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed this series, and I just want more of it, and I can't wait for The Crown to come out. I think they're releasing the cover today or this week, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Not entirely sure. We'll see. I think my favorite one of the series was either the first one or the last one. Yeah, I really enjoy them. I do agree that these books could have been either made into one big book or 2 books because it just dragged on, but you know, it was still really good. I'm glad they were 3 books, but it could have been 2 or 1, depending on what you want to put in it. The third book I read in October is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and I read this because it was the Booksplosion book of the month. The primary reason I wanted to read it was because of the black tinted pages. That's freaking cool, and it's red inside, and it just looked really pretty, so I wanted it. This is actually, it takes place in the same world as the Grisha trilogy does, but you don't have to read the Grisha trilogy to read this book. So that's really good because I didn't want to read those 3 books just to read this one. I gave this book like 3.7 stars out of 5 stars. And I don't know why. It wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy it. And I really like Kaz. Kaz was my fave. Kaz and Inej, I ship them. And I think it's a duology, so I hope that there's going to be a bit more of a love interest in the next book, because that really hooks me on a book. A little bit of love interest. It just does. I'm a sucker for it. That's why I love the selection series so much. I've realized over the past year that I've been doing read-alongs with Booksplosion. I don't do them every month, but every time I do them, I don't 100% love the book like everybody else does. I don't know if it's because it's Booksplosion or if it's just because I feel pressured about it or if it's just the book. Maybe I just don't like the books that they pick. Maybe that's, I hope I like the book for this month because it's Illuminae and I got it over there and it looks freaking awesome and I want to love it just as much as everybody else is loving it. So I'm hoping that this trend of not 100% liking the books that they pick changes for November because I want to like that one so bad. So recently Rainbow Rowell has put out Carry On and everybody is loving Carry On, but I can't read it until Christmas because it's on my Christmas list and I made my mom buy it. I don't know why I waited. Why am I waiting? I don't know. Anywho, I haven't read all of Rainbow Rowell's books, so I thought since, you know, the book is out and I'm gonna get it for Christmas and I really want to read it, I have to read all of her other books because that's just how I roll. So I've already read Eleanor and Park and Fangirl, love them. So last month, I decided to read Attachments. I read Attachments in October and I really enjoyed it. It's not as cutesy as like Eleanor and Park and Fangirl. It's more of like this guy reading this girl's emails and falling in love with her type of cute. It's not cute. It's kind of creepy if you think about it, but it's a cute story. I really enjoyed it, really loved it, gave it 5 stars. stars. I think I give it like 4.5 stars. But Goodreads, you gotta freaking update your system. Put the 0.5 stars. We need them. Who runs this, okay? Let me know who runs Goodreads. I want to talk to them. So now I only have landline Now I only have So now I only have landline left. That's hard to say, landline left. I only have landline left to read before I read Carry On, and I can't wait because I want to read about Simon and Baz. So far, I've had a really good streak with liking Rainbow Rowell's books, so I'm hoping that I'll really like Landline, and that I'll really enjoy Carry On, because that's like the priority for Christmas to read, is Carry On. Definitely. The last book I read in October, I actually read it side by side with my mom, not like actually side by side, although sometimes we were actually sitting side by side reading it. Anywho, it's To Kill a Mockingbird, and the reason I picked this one up this month, I don't have to tell you what the reason is, but my mom said she was going to read it in October, so I was like, wait, I'm going to read it with you, because my aunt said that she really enjoyed it, and everybody I know really enjoyed it who's read it, and you know, I want to enjoy it too. When my mom picked it up, I'm like, I'm gonna read it with you just so we can compare what we think about it as we read along, because I've never done that, you know, reading along side by side with somebody. That's a lie. I did it in February with The Darkest Minds. So we read it side by side. We finished it even on the same exact day, like at the exact same time, and it was really fun. But let me just say, this book is weird, man. Like, not like weird, psychotic weird, but just weird like you don't know what it's about when you read it. All I know, I finished the book and I'm still like, what was it about exactly? There's no clear plot line, there's no clear theme on this book. If I had to write about it in school, I would have failed the test because I wouldn't know what it was about, and I read the whole thing. All I can tell you is that it's about this young girl and her brother growing up in a small town in Alabama with their dad teaching them the secrets of life, I guess. That's what I got from it, and that's pretty much what goes on. You think it's gonna go somewhere with what's going on in the story, and then it completely cuts from there, and then it moves on to something else, and you're just like, well, what about that part? Isn't it gonna continue on with the rest of the story? But it doesn't. It just stops there, and you're just like, what happened? So if anybody can tell me if there's a clear theme to this book, I would love to know. But I did really enjoy it. So it's weird, man. It's really weird. I gave it 5 stars, so you know, my brain is confused. So I read 5 books this month, not 10, 5. And I really enjoyed them. I had a great time. Great reading month, but again, it feels like it was so long ago since I read The Elite. Like, seriously, it feels like it's been like 3 months. I don't know why. So, there you go. 5 lovely books that I read this month. I enjoyed them all. And now I want to know what you guys read. What's your favorite book that you read this month? I think mine was probably The Elite or The One. Those two together. Those were about faves. So let me know which was your favorite book of the month down below in the comments. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Goodreads, because I update those all the time. They're all linked down there in the description box. And, you know, don't forget to subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on my videos. That would be sad for you. What else is there? I got, oh yeah, give this a video a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Bye! I was looking for attention, need an intervention. I kind of really like this setup. What do you guys think? Should I stay like this? I like the lighting. I like to add more color. You can still see my bookshelf. Freedom! Freedom! I can touch the ceiling with my book.